Hello, dear friends. I hope you're doing well. This is the first of a series of Timebender updates that I'd like to give you. And I'm going to do that in English because I'm very happy to hear that Timebender is taking off in different countries now, especially in Germany, the English speaking countries, and we're working on translations in other languages right now. And so many questions are coming in, many comments are coming in, and because it's impossible for me to answer each and every one of you individually, I will just use this time to get into some of the topics that are mentioned. And one of the things that I think is most important, which Timebender keeps reminding me of, is that we are aware of who we are and why we are here, especially the last. Because I think all of us that I am addressing right now, if you're interested in this material presented by Timebender, then you have come for a reason. In fact, you have volunteered to come here. And Timebender keeps reminding us of the fact that we came here voluntarily and our own free will. And this sometimes may be a little bit difficult to fathom or to understand or to believe because we at times maybe feel a bit lost in this situation on this planet. Maybe we have for a long time as a child felt not at ease, not understanding the ways of the world. And but the good thing is, the nice thing is that we are now living in a time where I think most of us are really beginning to recognize why we came. And that is, of course, because the darkness that has actually been around for a really long time on this planet is beginning to become very visible. And that is a good thing. It's not nice. And I know that many of us are suffering through the control systems which are tightening, the vaccinations, which aren't really vaccinations, of course, and all the measures that are taken and are going to be taken in the coming year or years. And so it's time to, as the saying goes, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And I think probably just like me, I think all of you at some stage during this pandemic have probably realized that this is the time. This is the time for which you have come. This is the time for you to shine your light. And so this whole pandemic, or plandemic as it's sometimes called, is actually a good thing. It's helping us to wake up to who we truly are. And I think that's the thing that Timebender keeps reminding us of time and time again, that life is actually a game. He keeps speaking of the game of life. And if you can see it as a game in which the idea is to master certain levels of this game, then actually the darkness that is now upon us, um, so visible, so clearly, it is actually helping us to wake up. And so I think that is one of the things that I and many people who write to me are very enthusiastic about Timebender, because the book clearly speaks about the darkness, the dark forces, the unlight, however you like to call it, very specifically and in no uncertain terms. But it also has that meta view, that helicopter view. It presents that to you because the darkness actually has a function for all of us to wake up. It's like, when you're watching a movie and there's the guy, the cowboy with the black hat, the bad guy, and the cowboy with the white hat, the good guy. And of course, we are always cheering on the cowboy with the white hat because he's the good guy. We want him to win. But what we sometimes tend to forget is that the cowboy with the white hat can only become strong because there is this constant pressure of the cowboy with the white hat, this constant assault on him or her. And the only thing that the good guy can actually do in order to survive is to become even stronger, even more loving, even more accepting, forgiving, powerful, whatever is needed in the situation that you are in. So, Time Bender says when you can actually thank the darkness for the role that they're playing, which doesn't mean that you condone or consent or you think it's good what they're doing. No, that's not it. But if you can actually thank them because you see this big picture for the role that they have played, then you are out of the game because you are no longer fighting. You surrender to the big picture and you smile at this incredible game of life. And if a lot of people do that, then the game, this level of the game will just collapse. It's like the matrix will just completely fall apart because too little people are upholding it. Too little people believe in it still. And there comes a point, at this tipping point, where the whole system will collapse. And so I don't think it's going to take too long. I mean, I don't think it'll be 10 years. It'll be less than that, I think. That's just the information that I'm getting anyway. Exactly how long, no one knows. No one can predict that. And that is a good thing because we have free will. It could be right now. And it could be in 2 years. Who knows when the tipping point will come? And probably it'll be a gradual process because many of us will wake up more and more and more and more. And then at some stage, the system will just not be supported. And we will gradually slide into a new reality. And so I think that is why we are here. We are here to bend the time. We are time benders. And Time Bender is here to teach us how to do that, which tricks we need, which insights we need, which practices are going to help us. And so that is what I would like to share with you in the coming time. Of course, reading Time Bender, the book, you will get a lot of information, but I will use these updates to, talk about the current situation in relation to Time Bender. Thanks very much for listening, and thanks very much for coming to Earth in these troublesome times.